video. Our subject is ACES and chapter number 3, and the chapter name is the equatorial region. What is the meaning of equatorial region? Equatorial means the hot, that means too hot, and region means kshetra. Region means area. So today we are going to learn the equatorial region. जो एरिया बहुत हॉट है, जहाँ सनरेज डायरेक्टली जाते हैं, इट इज कॉल्ड एक्वाटर, दैट मीन्स इक्वेटोरियल, एंड रीजन मीन्स एरिया, द पर्टिकुलर एरिया वेयर द सनरेज डायरेक्टली fall. So in our last video, what we have seen the heat zone. What we have seen in our last video, we have seen the heat zone and how the heat zone were divided in 3 parts, and how it was divided in 3 parts. We have seen like this diagram also in our last video, North Pole and South Pole, and this middle and torrid and South torrid, it's called, which area it's called? Torrid, and South torrid, it's called equator. Equator means equatorial region. That means this middle area is equatorial area. So I just write there the equatorial area. This is equatorial area. Area means region. So this middle is our equatorial region where you can see the sun rays directly falls. Where you can see the sun rays, this is our sun, and sun rays is directly coming here on the torrid zone, north torrid zone and south torrid zone, and including this north torrid zone and south torrid zone, it's called equatorial region. This both is including and it's called equatorial region. That means the sun rays directly comes on the north torrid zone and the south torrid zone, and it spread very fast of each and every area of this particular equatorial area. And how? And if you see, the sun rays is coming here at a slanting way. This is also we have seen in our last video, right? But on the torrid zone and the equatorial area, the sun rays come direct. The sun rays comes direct, it falls direct, and it takes very less time. It takes very less time to spread all over the area. That's why this area is too hot. This area is too hot. And what this area is called? This area is called equatorial region. Region means area. So this torrid, north torrid and S torrid is called equatorial region. So what we are going to see in this video, also we have seen in our last video how the heat zone is divided. First the torrid zone were there. Now the temperate zone were there, north temperate zone, south temperate zone. Now the frigid zone was also there, north frigid zone and south frigid zone. So like that we have seen with the help of this diagram. I explained this diagram to you in our last video. So what we are going to see today in this equatorial region, we are going to see the more detail about the equatorial region in this chapter, in this video. So how we are going to see what is the location, what is the location of equatorial region, what is the climate, the weather, the climate, what is the climate of equatorial region, and what is the vegetation of equatorial region, and how the wildlife is there in equatorial region, and what is the human occupation, what kind of occupation, what kind of business they do at the equatorial region. So these all things we are going to see in today's chapter. So you also can open the page page number 222. The page number 222 you also can open and see the chapter 3, the equatorial region. Chapter 3, the equatorial region. So first is what we are going to see first, location. What is the location of equatorial region is according to this pole, according to the north pole and south pole. So let's see, the equatorial region is the area that lies on either side of the equatorial between 10 Celsius N and 10 degree S. So what is the degree is here? 10 degree N and 10 degree S. So this area is equatorial area. This area is equatorial area. And what is the location of this area? 10 Celsius N and 10 Celsius S. That means 10 degree north and 10 degree south. So this is the area of equatorial region. This area is called equatorial region. This middle area where we can see the north torrid and the south torrid. And in the last video I also told you what is the meaning of this torrid. The torrid meaning means too hot. It means too hot area. So it's called a torrid zone. That means this area is too much hot where the sun rays directly falls. Where the sun rays directly falls, in within a minute and within a hours, all the sun rays spread in all the area and it's become too hot. That's why this area is called torrid zone, and this including this north torrid, south torrid, it's called equatorial area. So what is the location of this equatorial area? 10 degree north and 10 degree south. 10 degree north pole and 10 degree south pole. This middle area is the location of equatorial region. This middle area is the location of equatorial region. So what is the next? You will find that the equator passes through the Amazon basin of Brazil in South America, the Zaire basin in Africa, and the Indonesia island of the area. Now see, if you see which country is coming here, which continent is coming in the equatorial region, you just underline and I just write here on the board, that means which continent is coming between this equatorial area. So which are there? Amazon basin of Brazil in South America. South America is there. And Africa. And Asia, in Indonesian island of Asia. This continent is coming to this equatorial area. That means how much is this? South America, Africa and Indonesian island of Asia. That means South America, Africa and Asia. This continent is coming to this equatorial area. This continent is coming to this equatorial area. So this all area, if you see, if this continent is coming in this middle area, that means this continent is too hot. That means these continents are too hot. If you see the temperature of that continent, so you feel it's too hot because the sun rays is directly coming on that continent and within the hours it spread all over the continent. That's why if you see the temperature of this continent, it's too hot. And which continent is coming to the equatorial area? South America, Africa, Indonesian island of Asia. Right? Now the next, these are the areas that experience equatorial climate, and this area has equatorial climate. Equatorial climate means this area's climate is too hot. This equatorial climate means this area's climate is too hot because the sun rays comes directly on that area. That's why their climate is too hot. And the equator are the other places through which the equator passes, but they do not experience equatorial climate. This is because they are mountainous areas and lower temperatures because of their altitude. Now see the Kenya, East Africa and the Ecuador in South America are the other places through which the equator passes. Now there are also two areas where the equator directly passes, where the equator is directly passes. I write down that two areas. Which area it is? Kenya, in Africa, East Africa, and the Ecuador in South America. Here we have seen this continent, this area is coming to the equatorial area, and but instead of this area is also coming to the equatorial area. Kenya from East Africa and Ecuador from South America. These two areas is also coming to this torrid zone. But this area will see the difference between the climate. If you see the climate of South America, Africa and Asia, it's too hot. But if you see the climate of Kenya and Ecuador, it's little different. But the sun ray is coming at the both area, at Kenya, Ecuador, South America, Africa and Asia. In this all area comes to the equatorial zone. This all area comes to the equatorial zone, and if you see the sun rays directly come to this area also and this area also. But there is little difference between the climate of this area and this area. Here climate is too hot. Of this area's climate, if you see, it's too hot, but here the climate is little different. But why it is little different? Because they are mountains area and have lower temperature of their altitude. That means it has a lower temperature. In this area it has low temperature. And mountains are there. What is there? Mountains are there. But here, if you see in that area, you cannot see the low temperature and you cannot see the high mountains. But in this area, in the Kenya, East Africa and Ecuador of South America, here you can see the difference in the climate because this area has low temperature. Because the high mountains are there. Because how high mountains are there, that's why the sun rays not reach properly at that area. Because of the high mountains, the sun rays cannot reach properly at that area. And if you see at this area, the sun rays directly come because the high mountains are not there. That's why this area becomes very hot. So this area, Kenya, Ecuador, South America of Asia, this all area comes to the equatorial region. This all area comes to the equatorial region. But if you see the climate difference between this Canada equatorial, so this area has a low temperature. This area has low temperature, but because of the high mountains. Because of the high mountains, this area has low temperature, and in this area you see too hot temperature because here no high mountains are there. Now what is the climate? Now what is the climate? Climate, the equatorial region receives the direct rays of the sun. Now what is the climate of there? We have seen in this equatorial region, this is our equatorial region, north torrid, south torrid, this is our equatorial region. This middle part is our equatorial region, and in this equatorial region we have seen the sun rays directly comes. The sun rays directly falls on this area. So how would be the climate? The climate could be very hot. The land becomes very hot and the rate of evaporation from the water bodies is high and the atmospheric humidity increase. That means the sun rays directly come here. I just rub this first, then I explain you on the board. Once you got, this is our equatorial area. Now I explain the climate, how the climate of that area, of equatorial area. Now see, this is our equatorial area. Now the sun rays is directly falling here, so this area is too hot, right? Now what is the climate of there? The climate is too hot. The climate is too hot, and the rate of evaporation is too high. The rate of evaporation is too high. That means the Bashpavon you can see in this picture. The convectional rainfall. See the evaporation. That means the rainfall comes very fast. So the lands become too hot, and the water area. This is land. This is water area. Water also becomes too hot, right? So the air of water goes through the sky and then becomes cloud, and then it's rainfall. And then it's rainfall. So this is our evaporation process. This is our evaporation process because the sun rays come directly here. Because the sun rays come directly here, so the land becomes too hot. The land becomes too hot, and the water also becomes too hot. And the air of the water goes up to the sky. This is the air of water goes up to the sky and it's evaporate, it's become cloud, and then it's rainfall, and then it's rainfall. Right? Because of the direct sun rays, the land becomes too hot. Then the water level also becomes hot. Then the water air. Now what we have seen in the climate, the climate is too hot. The climate is too hot because the sun rays directly comes on this equatorial area. This is our equatorial area. So because of the hot rays of the sun, the land becomes too hot. The land becomes too hot, and if you see, the water level also becomes too hot. So the moisture air goes up and it meets to the sky. The moisture air goes up and it meets to the sky. So the clouds become there and it's rainfall then there. Then it's rainfall up there. We have explained here the sun rays directly come on the equatorial area. That's why this area is too much hot. This area is too much hot. Because of this hotness, the land of this equatorial area becomes too hot and the water level also becomes too hot. And so you can see there the humidity and moisture air always. So the moisture air of this water goes up and it meet to the sky. So there becomes clouds were there in the sky. You can see the clouds were there in the sky, and just because of this sky, rainfall is there. Because of the cloud, rainfall is there, and this rainfall is called convectional rainfall. This rainfall is called convectional rainfall. And if you see, there is no changing season. There is no changing season. That means you cannot see there the winter or particular rainy season. You cannot see there. Only their whole year you can see there the hot and humid season only. That means in the equatorial area, the whole year, the climate of the equatorial area is uniform. Uniform means एक जैसा ही season रहता है. Uniform means the same season throughout the year you can see. That means the whole year hot and humid season is there at this equatorial area. That's why this area is called torrid zone also and equatorial also. So equatorial means too hot only. So the direct sun rays of the land, this area becomes too hot. So the water level also becomes too hot. So you can see there the moisture airs which what we have seen. The land becomes too hot just because of the sun rays. Because the direct sun rays comes and falls on the equatorial area, just because of the hot sun rays, the land also becomes too hot of that particular area. And the water level also becomes too hot. Then you can see there the moisture air and the humidity also there. So the moisture air goes up and meet to the sky, and then the clouds become there. The cloud becomes there in the sky. Then rainfall you can see. Once you see the cloud in the sky, then we can imagine, we can guess the rainfall could be there. And the rainfall is there. So that rainfall is called convectional rainfall. The rainfall is called convectional rainfall. So if you see the climate about the equatorial area, the climate is whole year just hot and humid. There no changing season is there. That means you cannot feel the winter there or continuously monsoon season is there. No, you just feel there the hot and humid season. No changing season is there at the equatorial region. So the whole year just the hotness is there and humidity is there. In India we can see the monsoon season we feel, the summer season we feel, the winter season we feel. But in the equatorial area we cannot feel the winter and the monsoon. We just feel the hotness whole year and the humidity whole year. Now what is next? And this rainfall, what this rainfall is called? This rainfall is called convectional rainfall. This rainfall is called convectional rainfall. Let's see the example is there. The same hot and humid season prevails throughout the year. That means whole year the same season only you can see at the equatorial region. And which season is that? Hot and humid. The temperature are uniform. The temperature is always equal, always same. The temperature is uniform means temperature एक जैसा ही होता है. And the temperature is like that, hot and humid. So the temperature of equatorial region is uniform. For example, Singapore and Kuala Lumpur experience convectional rainfall. That means in Singapore and Kuala Lumpur, these two areas, you can see in these two areas always convectional rainfall is there. In Singapore and Kuala Lumpur there is always convectional rainfall. And how much rainfall is there? How much centimeter? 150 centimeter to 250 centimeter rainfall you can see always there. So in the Singapore and Kuala Lumpur you just see the convectional rainfall. So student, I hope you have understood this diagram, this evaporation process and this point which we have seen. We have seen here the location and which area, which continent it's coming in the equatorial area, that also we have seen. We also discuss about the climate and the temperature of equatorial region. So you just note down this all in your notebook. We have seen the evaporation process is there, and we also discussed the climate. Always we feel the hot and humid climate is there, and the convectional rainfall is there, and the equatorial region. So what we have learned today, the location of equatorial region and the climate of equatorial region. So you please note down this all in your notebook, and in our next video we will see the vegetation. What is the vegetation of that equatorial region? Wildlife we will see, and the human occupation is there. So these 3 points we will cover in our next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and thank you.